That's all I The cunt won't leave. Anyway, welcome back to the two Montys.
Welcome back, another episode.
Now we've got
Quality content here as always.
And a surprise to nobody if you've seen the previous episodes. Howard Shearman joining us on the couch.
The crowd goes absolutely mild.
Yeah, fellas, how you doing?
Yeah, it's great to see me.
Hey, that's my line. Well done.
Yeah, welcome aboard, mate. You might be a chance of getting a word in now that Will's... Well, I mean, he hasn't left. He won't go, but he's...
Also, let's just use Will's list of things as if it's Howie's. And he can silently arc up in the corner there.
Yeah. So you've come prepared with nothing, have you?
That's correct.
Good.
Yeah, I was just going to tell you a bunch of dumb shit that's happened at weddings.
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah,
we love dumb shit at weddings.
Talk about your own wedding to start
How's
with.
this fucking guy? He can't stay out of it, can he?
Fucking talking to the mic. You're a musician.
Tell us about your wedding.
Bitch.
Highlights, lowlights.
I was sick. It was such a good day.
Good.
Yeah.
Photography was shit.
What was there?
Way too many images in the gallery.
Was there a big regret? Is anything that happened that you think, fuck, we made a blue, decided on that, or
No, it was pretty rad.
Yeah,
It was pretty rad.
Yeah.
The whole day went really well. We had good vendors. Everyone ripped in and partied. The band was fucking awesome.
Who?
I had a committee, award-winning
yeah.
Trey Soul.
Yeah,
but it was like
Trey Soul's great.
a six-piece band. So I had a bunch of musos that I've used over the years. Ads was on drums.
Yeah.
Bones was on sax. Jeremy on bass. It was sick. It was so
Nice.
good. Oh, Matty Jeff's on keyboard. I don't know if you know him. He plays for Kylie Jane every now and again.
Oh, yeah, I
But
do.
Yeah, he's a freak, man. He's so good. And yeah, I was just bent by about 9:30, and we finished the night with me. I was like, "Give me that fucking microphone!" Like saying,
I did see some photos, and I thought, I actually thought the bloke can't fucking stop. Like,
There's photos of Alex because you play golf with Alex every now and
yeah.
again.
He also cuts my beard.
Yeah. So he got up and played drums, and there's some. I'll show you later. There's some absolute stellar photos of him.
Yeah.
Absolutely cooked playing drums. It was
Notice
so
how he's
good.
mentioned in all the photos, not the video. Stellar photos.
Lincoln-
That's hardly
Lincoln-
going to paint a picture of a fucking musical rendition.
Lincoln does our fucking stuff, mate. Don't shit on Lincoln.
Oh, was he? Oh, yeah, he was. Yeah. No, wasn't Will doing it too?
No, he did the photos. Lincoln did the video.
Oh, shit. I was shitting on the wrong person. Sorry, Lincoln.
Will's done a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get the
I'm
video
sure
back
Lincoln
soon.
did a sensational job as well,
He
despite
did. He's
what
just
some
a
people might
good
say.
dude to have around on the day.
Hang on, isn't yours Euphoria Films?
Don't talk to me. I'm not here.
So misleading.
It was. Euphoria.
It's like
Sexy
us
boy.
trying to say.
No.
It's like us trying to say we're professionals. Not the case.
No, the wedding was sick. It was so good. So we had it at Fernbank. You guys done any out there?
I have...
At Yarramalong?
Yeah.
I might have done one there, I think. Has
Yeah.
it got the overarching
That's
thing?
right,
Yeah, I've
yeah,
done
with
that.
all
I
the
have done
wisteria
one
and
there.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sick.
Cool.
Good day. Yeah, we had I had Peter Bray. He married us.
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
That cunt.
Pedro.
I've seen... Oh, no, I shouldn't say that.
Huh?
Doesn't matter.
Say it.
I'm moving on.
Say it.
I just so
Yes.
Yes.
Say it.
No, I'm going to dance around it slightly, but off recording earlier, I was talking about there's a vendor do around Christmas time for the last few years. I think Alex Marks organises it. It's on a boat on the harbour. You have a few hours and then you kick on afterwards.
It's not exclusive now that you fucking mentioned it.
Oh yeah, maybe beeps. I never said it was exclusive.
Beep out who.
I never
when
used
and
the word
where.
exclusive.
No.
I just said there's a gig.
But not everyone gets invited.
Well,
so.
everybody can't go to everything, mate. Fucking hell. Anyway, last year went to that. Great time on the boat. Come out at the hotel I'm staying at. It's just quite close by, and so like a bunch of us went back to my room for a few hours, and it just and I'm not going to name all the names, but there was one bloke was just in his underpants, and I'll say because it wasn't Peter Bray in his underpants. Peter Bray just put on one of the robes that was hanging in the cupboard, which is a nice, fluffy robe. He might not have been wearing much else for reasons I can't explain. We just turned around and Pete was in a robe. And it was like, where are your clothes? And he's like, over there. And I'm like, I don't know why that's happening. Anyway, Peter Bray, great man. I will say, as far as I'm concerned, the originator of the jumping in the couple photo. You see many people who have copied him since. I don't, mostly because I can't get that high off the ground. But I've seen other people trying it. As far as I'm concerned, Peter Bray, the original leaper.
Yeah. Yeah, it's his thing. It's his thing.
Fucking Will's over here waving his hand around. Has he want something else to
You're
say
so
here?
passive-aggressive. Just say who you're shitting on.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't. Honestly, I can't remember. I don't even know who they are. I've just seen other people doing it. I'm like, don't you do it, you fucking muppet.
It's like Tommy Casher, the original wedding chatter. Same vein.
I never said that. Plus, we had another fellow who's a great bloke do the same job at our two Montys things. So
Oh, no, that's the
I don't know
that's
why
not
you're
what I'm
doing
referencing.
this.
Oh, shit.
I don't know why you would say that.
No.
Snap.
No. No.
Who would have thought that I was the one that wasn't fucking saying shit to upset people?
Mine was not a dig at Puzzle Man. If that's
I wasn't even going to name him, but now that you have,
Craig's a legend. Fuck!
somebody say something quick. I'll pull my list back
Do you want
up.
me to tell you a story, some of the crazy shit that I've
Yes.
seen at reception?
We'd love
Yeah.
you to.
Yeah.
There's one that I'd really like to tell you. I've got a story about cake as well, which I know you'll love, mate.
Kate.
Cake.
Oh,
Cake.
good. I thought it was going to be something I didn't know about my wife. That was going to be a real problem.
Yeah, no. So like doing what I do, I get to see. I'm there right up until the midnight hour.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I get the dregs. I get the people that are absolutely hammered, and so I get the stories. So there was this one wedding that we did, and it was a long time ago. It was like I would have only been like 19 or 20. So it was, it was a
Last
long
week.
time ago.
He's a fucking 21 now.
And it was at Merriweather Surf House, and the couple were like cashed up. Pretty sure they were from Singleton, so they were like miners and stuff.
Cashed up bogans.
Hey.
Bogans.
So I went to all of my high school in Singleton. Some very good friends still live there, including good friend of the show, Scott Bailey. Hi, everyone in Singleton.
Anyway, so they had this really nice, like over the top wedding at Merriweather Surf House, and it was like for the first few hours it was okay. Kind of knew
Then
what crowd they were. We were
9
playing,
o'clock rolled around.
we were playing the horses. We were playing Quesar and April Sun in Cuba. It was me and Alex, just me and
You
Alex.
sound like a fucking hack.
And then at probably 9:30, the groom got cut off and kicked out because he was too intoxicated
Of his own wedding.
of his own wedding.
That's
They had the place until midnight.
That's problematic.
Fuck.
And so he went across the road to the beaches with all of his groomsmen and started a pub brawl. And we sat up at the top of the venue and watched him and his mates just take out people with chairs, throw people over the front balcony.
Fuck.
And the coordinator at the time, I can't remember who it was, but she came up and was like, "That is the most hectic thing I've ever seen."
Wowza.
And then the bride came walking up the stairs. She was like one of the last people to leave the venue. And I'm like, okay, here we go. She's going to be absolutely gutted. She's going to be distraught.
I'm guessing she's seen it before.
And she gave me a big hug and went, "Oh my God, that was the best night of my life. I had so much fun." And then meanwhile, he's like giving someone brain damage. The new husband's giving someone brain damage up on the balcony of the beaches. And I was like, well, I'm pretty sure I said to her, I don't want to know what a bad night looks like for you guys.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's clearly she's seen all that. It's not her first
Yeah,
rodeo.
yeah.
She's
So-
probably like, I'm glad we got to 9:30.
Wow.
Yeah.
I should say, before I was a celebrant involved in the industry, I may or may not have been involved in a scuffle at a wedding at
Really?
Surf House. Yeah, with
That's
me and
sick.
another bloke having a conversation that got heated.
Boy,
And-
how's you nearly punching on with the bus driver at that wedding that we did down at Seacliff when you wouldn't move your car? You gronk.
I'm going, what?
And this would be the one you don't
Oh, it
see,
rattled
Cliff.
him. It rattled him
yeah.
so hard.
No, but so Kate she was just dropping me off. And so we pulled into because they're very particular at Seacliff about where you park. and
Yeah, I know, because you got to
all
do
the
a
stuff.
45-minute fucking tutorial on how to
Yeah,
park
yeah,
your
yeah.
fucking car.
Which is perfectly fine.
And I had to bring it up.
Oh,
'cause
did you get the mine? Mine needed to be renewed.
renewed
Yeah,
it.
it's in my fucking inbox right now.
I didn't do it.
Just a
I've also
reminder,
got
your public liability
I've
insurance.
also got the reminder about.
Yeah.
Listen, there's only about 3 fucking venues that even ask for that in the state.
Yeah.
But
You'll get it
so
when you
I'd
get
done
it.
that. I very happily did the tutorial at a very wonderful venue, Seacliff House. I'd be happy to return there at any time.
Fucking cocksucker.
and so Kate was just dropping me off. So we've driven in. I'm getting out, and they'd had a coach dropping heaps of people off, and old mate he's in a flap because he's got this coach into a spot it probably shouldn't be. There's a fucking gelato van and a bar or some other shit, and we're parked behind him, and he sprung out of the bus and come charging at me, and I'm just getting the speaker out of the back. So I've been up there long enough to pull the car up, get out and grab my speaker, and the bloke's out of the bus. You're going to have to move. I go, no shit, mate. Well, I've got to get this bus out. I go, if you shut the fuck up, I'll get my speaker and the car will be gone. All right then. And off he fucking stormed. And then he had to do a fucking 30,000 point turn to get the bus out. And then because it had been raining non-stop for day, even the morning of the wedding, I think.
Do you know they nearly cancelled? I've got some stories about that wedding.
Oh, and because I should also say they were fucking legends.
They were such fucking... Yeah,
I imagine loose as a fucking goose.
Yeah, they were.
Towards the end of the night.
Because you left. I'll tell you what happened.
Because they didn't employ me to be the MC. That's their only downfall.
That was my job.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I MC, yeah.
That's the next hat, by the way.
Yeah, so they ended up nearly cancelling the night of.
Oh, the weather was fucking hectic.
Oh, sorry, the night before.
Night before.
And yeah, apparently like this storm came through.
Yeah.
And there
the
was
weather
like
was
water coming down through the lights inside the house, through the downlights.
Even the morning of the wedding.
The morning of
I
the
think
wedding
the morning of the wedding,
too.
it was flogging down.
This is the same weekend when I had that tree over because we were both on the
Correct.
south. Yeah, both on the south coast. Yeah.
And anyway, so we ended up having magic weather on the day. It was just a stellar afternoon. But I'm good mates with the bride, and she was like, "You can crash at the house, like, because it's 3 hours from my place." I was there until midnight or whatever it was, and so I went back to the house where all of like the bridesmaids and groomsmen were staying.
Yeah.
And
was it the one on site, the big one on site?
The one on site, yeah. And because of the storm, there was no power in the house, so we were like in the dark in the house with like my battery powered lights and my battery powered speaker just raving until like. Well, it would have been like 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. And then at 6 a.m., well, it might have even been earlier. It was really fucking early. But the smoke alarm, or the fire alarm had obviously had water gone into it. It was one of the ones that was like wired in. So you couldn't just like pull it off and like take the battery out. It just started going.
Yeah, wait,
at like 5:30 in the morning. It
must have had water in it, not the 58 billies that were getting punched, straight underneath it.
On Will's fucking license.
But yeah, so that just went off for like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
and
right.
I was like, you've got to be joking.
Yeah.
And I had to go up to, where was I the next day? I think I was up in Coffs Harbour.
Yeah,
the
right.
next day, so I had to drive
Coffs Harbour?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It was hectic.
That's a fucking Montys Haron move.
Yeah, I know. I know. But it was, they walked in. So their entrance, the bridal party, every single member of the bridal party had 2 bottles of tequila.
Yeah.
And they had like 4 on each.
So for the reception.
People, so 60, yeah. When they entered for the reception. And the bridal party walked in. They each had a bottle of tequila. And they just walked in. They were just walking up to like anyone
pouring in their mouths.
and just like boom. And there was like, I watched like old Arnie Dot throw her head back and take a double shot of bloody tequila.
Because they had it in the
place stunk. It was
in the
so
ceremony. They had the big, like, super fancy ceramic, like, I fuck knows how much they paid for it, bottle of tequila, because they did shots.
Right.
They did shots at the signing, but it was just like this big fancy bottle. And
they had a shot wall, so every guest that entered for the reception took a shot with them.
But they were like,
absolutely cooked.
They said to me, like, "Do you want one?" And I was like, "I do, but this is clearly like a special bottle, and I'm not gonna fucking if you got some old fucking Jose Cuervo out the back, I'll happily have a crack at that. But this fucking beautiful." I'm like, no, that's for you.
Yeah,
it's about the only time I've ever turned down a drink in my fucking life.
I mean, no, it was such.
It was good. And they were good eggs, man. They were awesome.
Yeah,
and
they were good fun.
I mean, even though Seacliff, that was the only time I've been there, and it was fucking beautiful. The afternoon was, despite the fact.
It's pretty neat venue.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, you're perched up on the hill overlooking the ocean, but there's farmland and a train line. That
area
down
down there is just like rolling green hills, like it's cows magic. To the beach, and you're like, this is fucking sick.
Yeah.
Have you done Tumbling Waters retreat?
Is that a?
The COVID venue.
Oh,
the what?
It was the one that had the big breakout.
Yeah.
That was where it originated.
Really? I've got an addendum to that.
Well, I was mentioning them to blow wind up their ass, but you just fucking shit on them. He doesn't even go here. Dumpling, South Coast, like just absolute cracker. Same thing though, like they're just overlooking it's in the farmland, but also the ocean's right there.
Yeah.
Fucking love it.
No,
Yarn, you're a legend.
Speaking of that venue, so the next week I did one of my good mates' weddings in Byron, and so we flew up to, and like Kate came with me, a bunch of our mates, because we're all friends. So I've done the wedding, bunch of people there. It's fucking a great time. But when we flew up, it was like, I know Isto, if you ever hear this, you can correct me, but I want to say it's like March 18, 2020, right? So we leave on the Friday, we fly into Goldie, we hire a van, we drive in, everything's fine. By the time we get back to the airport Monday morning, everyone's wearing a mask. The fucking shit's hit the fan. So that episode that you just talked about, Will, was the week before. So in the following week, the shit's hit the fan, and over the weekend it's gone berserk. So we come home, like the Tuesday, I get a call. Oh, hi, this is fucking Daryl from New South Wales Health. We understand that you performed a wedding ceremony at on. And so someone from the Tumbling Waters wedding was at our wedding. And so this was early, they're every fucking vendor. They've rung every vendor going. And I was like, I didn't say, yeah, I was there all night. I was like, no, it was an outdoor ceremony. I was well away from everybody else. Everything's fine. Like, and I never got sick. But, it was like ground zero. And it was because someone from that wedding had turned up to our wedding. It was fucking hectic.
Crazy.
Almost every person at that wedding. They had like 50 They had like 50 cases off that one wedding. That was the one that set off like New South Wales.
Well, and it's what fucked weddings basically.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh, that's a ground zero event where if one person's got it, everybody's getting it. And that was the fucking...
Touch wood, never got it, but I never changed my process. You know, I get kissed on the cheeks by the couple after the wedding. Every single wedding throughout the whole fucking COVID, never got it once.
Probably beat that out,
But
Lincoln.
I would get messaged by them the next day saying, hey, just letting you know, we're positive, plus 20 or 30 or 40 of our guests are positive. Like every wedding in that 12 months. And never fucking got it. So
from my point of view, that was the most bizarre time to be doing weddings because, like, do you remember where they would only let the bridal party dance?
Yeah.
So,
fucking
so for me, like being the
fucking
musician
worst. So
or being
dumb.
the
I'm not
DJ
drunk enough to watch this shit.
or be the DJ or whatever.
So dumb.
You do the first dance and then you'd be like, bridal party, come and join them on the dance floor.
But then they change
get
it from and I should say, I'll pull a NDJ here, wedding party. They'd invite the wedding party up and then they change it to, it could be 20 people.
Yeah.
And so you'd be like, it's your turn, your turn, your turn.
Yeah,
and if
it
you
would
go,
just
you
rotate.
can come on.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so bizarre. And I remember doing this one at, I think it was Peterson's, but not in the marquee. It was in the little restaurant. So it was only a small group.
Yeah.
And they
That's
only
tight.
let the bridal party dance. But the bridal party were like,
He keeps saying
almost rubbing it in to all the other guests. They were just going
Yeah.
like, I'm dancing, sit down.
You'll never get this. You will never get this. No.
Yeah. I'm
And
the king of the
I just remember
castle.
just
King of
going,
the
But then one
castle.
day, he got
Yeah, you
this.
got this. No, and I just remember just being like, what is actually happening?
Yeah.
I remember doing a wedding at it's actually burnt down, so I can actually name the venue. It was in Nora Head, a place called Shortime.
That's how they got rid of COVID. Burn it to the ground.
And they I was doing this wedding like right in the middle of COVID, and they the owner just like walked up, shut all the front doors, all the windows, walked up to me, went, let them fucking rip in. He was like, if the cops come, I'll let you know.
Cool.
I was just like,
Let
and we
'em
just
cool.
had the biggest party because everyone was just stinging for it, and it was so much fun.
But I remember doing ones up the valley where like coordinators, like venue managers, whatever on the day, were peaking because they were saying like cops were driving around.
Oh, I
to
remember that.
venues,
No
like,
one was
checking.
driving around.
I never
and
saw
checking.
anyone, but they were like, "Oh no, you need to do it." Like last night, such and such a venue got done because the cops pulled up and they fucking. Oh, you've got 22 people on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Which I think it's an urban
I think there was
myth. I don't
one
think-
report of a wedding getting shut down, and it was in Sydney, right in the middle of it. And it's because they were broadcasting the fact that they were over capacity no masks, all the fucking things that you weren't allowed to do.
They-
No
hey,
wonder the fucking cops turned
They,
up.
hey, they
It was
sound
on
like
Snapchat.
they sound like people that went to the school of hard knocks.
Oh shit!
Should we address? I'm going to address that.
Yeah.
Can we address
Okay,
that?
yes.
What's
Let's
his
do
name?
it.
There's
Let's do
No,
it.
we're not. Do we get a? I don't know if we should name him. Should we?
I will.
It
No, 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 no,
depends-
no,
no.
We'll just say we'll just direct people to our Facebook page.
Depends
So,
how much it pissed you
This
off.
is some, when you hear this will be some weeks after. But we had a clip about me not blowing up, just saying to the punters, if you see a vendor saying their books are closed, it doesn't mean they're doing weddings 365 days a year. It just means for the amount that they want to do, they've done. And some absolute fucking pelican who we'll have to find it again now.
Where is
And
he?
I didn't. And I'll be honest, I didn't know this had occurred until the boys just clued me up on it a moment ago. I've got to find it again now.
I'm loving every
can't-
second
So
of
yeah,
this.
so I was just saying, look, it doesn't mean for people out there not in the industry, it doesn't mean you can't. They're just trying to prompt you into booking them quicker, or they've said they're going to do 30 weddings a year and they booked the 30 weddings. And this absolute pelican. So I'd encourage you to go to our Facebook page, the Two Montys Podcast, find this clip. I might add, you have to click all comments because if you put relevant comments, it doesn't show because the bloke's a fucking idiot. So if I change it to all
I'm
comments,
still trying to find him.
he said, and this is clearly about me, what an absolute moron not living in the real world. Tell me how many weddings occur on Monday to Thursday, ? Booked out, you stupid man. Might mean 3 weddings per week max. Thank fuck I don't follow this idiot. So the reason we brought him up is...
Also, if you don't follow it, how the fuck did you see it end?
Someone shared it or whatever, but I'll also say this is a bloke who's got, love it or leave it, fucking Ned Kelly in the Australian flag, and he went to the school of hard knocks. So, he's loyal and dangerous. But, and I did say in response to him, I work for a venue, I'll name them, Goosewing Cottage, specialises in Monday to Thursday weddings.
Yeah.
So I do fucking heaps on Monday to Thursday, you fucking peanut.
Really?
Wait, Hope,
Shots
clip
fired.
that. We're going to put it straight out.
Yeah, gonna DM it directly to him.
So anyway, if you've got any feedback you'd like addressed, send it to the two Monty at the two
Send
Montys.
it to go fuck yourself at the Two Montys. We need to get Hope to make that email
Monty
address.
at the two Montys.com.au. Send all of your
So
feedback
good,
and we'll address it directly.
Yeah.
Lincoln's
So good.
pacing the room. I can only... 5. Oh, Howie, go.
Do you want to hear my cake story, mate?
Yeah, I'd love
Yeah,
a cake story.
yeah.
And if it's not about how delicious cake is and how much everybody likes it, we don't want to hear it.
All right, here we go.
How's Will?
so-
Will is screaming to say something. Look at him. He's screaming to say something.
He's gonna love this story. He's gonna love it. So I was at it was up near Foster. I can't remember.
Careful, don't get
Turtle-
too specific. The king will...
Turtle
He will
Crossing
rip you.
or some shit. I can't remember. Anyway, it was up in Foster. A venue up in Foster. And so
There's only two.
The brides. Oh, daddy! Oh,
That's outstanding,
Do you
Howie.
like
You're
that
welcome
one?
back.
You like that one?
Is
You like
anyone
that
else hard?
one? So the bride's, I believe, uncle was the MC for the day, and for whatever reason, I don't know if it had any
It was shit
significance.
because it was the uncle.
Yeah, well, yeah. You had the uncle with the camera, like always getting in your shots. But anyway, there's always a shit uncle somewhere. And the uncle themed his MC spiel as like the greatest show, the showman,
Like
the one with
Hugh
Hugh Jackman
thing?
Yeah. So he had like a red coat and a top hat and a cane and shit.
I fucking hate him already.
Right.
Also,
so,
Kimmy's just pulled
Yeah.
up too.
So
Love blows everyone.
so when he started his spiel and introduced them into the room, and it was very charming and it was very entertaining for the first bit.
Yeah.
But then
Sounds like a shtick that gets old
but
quick.
But then every time there was a new round of speech, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest show.
I fucking hate him.
And so by the time we got to the end of it, everyone was pretty well sick of it.
Just
She hits
spend the
my
fucking
highlights.
money and pay one of your vendors, whether it's your muso that's put another fucking cap on his head, or whether it's your celebrant that can be an MC too.
Anyway, so
Not
we
the fucking uncle.
got to the first dance. We did the first dance, and then everyone got up onto the dance floor.
and I should say the couple probably loved it.
Every single person was up on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Even Granny on a bloody Zephyr
yeah.
frame was up there having a boogie. And we got like 2 or 3 songs in. And once I've got a dance floor, like it takes a lot of work to get every single person on your side to get them up on the dance floor, kind of break that ice and make sure everyone's having a good time. So I work really hard to get that rapport with everyone. Everyone was up dancing. And then in it was literally halfway through a song, he grabs the mic and goes, ladies and gentlemen, ladies. And like Alex and I like stopped halfway through this song. And it made me irate. I was so upset about it. And he was like, I just want to let you know that cake has been served. And everyone kind of went, oh. And I went, aye. And everyone went dead quiet. And I went, no one gives a fuck about cake. and everyone just went like dead silence. And then they went, and then I started the song back. And then they ripped in. And I was like, and Alex was drumming, just going, fuck, man, you are so lucky that went down like that.
Because I might add, Alex is the world's nicest man.
Oh, he
would never.
He hates conflict.
He would never do anything like that.
I do want to say for listeners that the two Montys do not share the views and opinions of one Howie Shearman, and that we do give a fuck about cake at all times, whenever
Don't
necessary.
ruin my set.
Oh, fuck.
Kimmy!
Yeah, Kimmy from Love Blows is about. She's actually made us.
What did you tell her, to wait out there until we were done? Oh, we're done. Oh, we're done.
She's made us a custom neon.
Yeah.
Which will be in our next episode. Come on, Kimmy!
Sit down! Come here! Come here!
Oh, she's fucking loud.
It's all right. Nobody watches on YouTube anyway, mate. Everybody. Oh, do you? Oh, wait, clip that. Oh, here we go. Oi. I wish all my bets I put on fucking paid out like this one.
Oh, Daddy!